Look at that, gone.
I think they want the Topwater. What's going on YouTube? Jesse Joden here. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite baits to throw. Anybody that's ever been in a boat with me or knows me personally knows that I love to throw topwater, whether it be a buzzbait, a whopper plopper, or this bait, the Topwater. The Topwater has stood the test of time. It's been around for about 50 years and it's won a lot of money. At a BFL level, so much money has been won on the Topwater, it's not even funny. So let's just get right into my favorite Topwaters to throw. The first would be a splash it. I throw the big one and the little one. Clear, clean water, throw the little one where you're getting that bait right up there in their zone and you're not trying to draw the bite. If the fish are a little bit deeper and you're trying to draw them from a further distance, throw the bigger one. So make a little bit more commotion and a little bit more noise. The only three colors that I throw is bone white, shad, and bluegill. Another Topwater that I like to throw is the yellow magic. The only two colors I throw in it is black and bluegill. And then the third Topwater that I throw, I don't throw this one a whole lot, but if you're looking for a cheaper Topwater out there, you don't want to spend, $12, $13, $14 on a Topwater, this is a great option. It's actually a Bass Pro Shops brand, XPS Topwater Laser Eye. I don't know exactly what it is, but that bait, I think it's about $3. It walks really, really good, has a good rattle in it. I caught a lot of fish on it. I don't throw it nearly as much as I do the Splash It or the Yellow Magic, but it's a great Topwater, and if you're trying to fish on a budget, I would check them out. I like the Yellow Magic for more of a slower presentation. It has a bigger blooping sound instead of a walking action like the Splash It. So when I'm trying to draw fish out of boat docks or overhanging limbs where I need them to come away from wherever they're holding or out of deep water, say along a bridge piling or a bluff wall, I like the Yellow Magic. If I'm throwing around cover, stumps, stick-ups, laydowns, grass lines where the fish is directly underneath my Topwater, that's where I'm gonna like to Splash It, where that side-to-side walking motion is really going to get those fish's attention and trigger the bites instead of the blooping sound. Well, the Topwater works phenomenally well all year long. Basically, I'm gonna have it tied on from the time the fish are on bed until late fall. The Topwater really, really shines for me as soon as the fish come off beds, that post-spawn area. There's a good many reasons for it. It also is a great bait in the fall when the fish are starting to migrate into the backs of pockets and key on that really little bait fish. I like Topwater then as well. But in the post-spawn is when it shines the most for me. And that's because there's a lot going on in nature. You got a lot of bass still on bed, and the Topwater irritates the crap out of a late spawning. Something that goes hand to hand with that are fry guarders. A fry guarding bass is going to absolutely smoke a Topwater. And then you got other forage spawns going on right after the bass spawn. You got the shad spawn, which the Topwater mimics really, really well. You got brim start to spawn. I don't think there's a better bait out there, bluegill colored Splash It, around some brim beds, going to get smoked. And then you also got something that is extremely underrated in my opinion, and that is the mayfly hatch. Whether you got those bass down there eating the mayflies, eating their larvae as they come up to the surface and transform into flies, and a Topwater mimics a small crappie or a small white perch or something like that, feeding on mayflies, and the bass come up and eat that. I actually won an ABA as a co-angler throwing a Topwater during a mayfly hatch. My setup for a Topwater is a 6'9" jerkbait rod. I throw this on 14-pound monofilament line. This is the only bait I will throw straight monofilament with. Everything else, all my top waters, I either throw braid with some sort of fluorocarbon leader or just straight braid. Don't be afraid to experiment with your feather trebles, and always have feather trebles with you. I believe that a red hook in the front and a feather treble in the back can be the difference whether or not those fish will eat your bait or not. I'm a big believer in having some red hooks with me, and if my feather treble hook starts getting a little frayed up and beat up and chewed up, I will definitely change it. And experiment, guys. There's some, you can, if you shop around, you can find some different colored feathered treble hooks, oranges and blacks and pinks and reds and different things. I really like to experiment with them, especially when they're on a fly hatch, whether it's a cicada hatch or a mayfly hatch. Well, I hope this video taught you a little bit about topwater fishing. If you liked the video and felt that it was useful, drop me a like. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. If you would, please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, that sucker ate it. That is a weird looking bass there. Why can't they all eat it that good? That's why you always have a Nico rig ready when you're throwing top water. If you see one come out and look at your top water, throw a Nico rig in there, you might catch them. Man, he's a chunky one. There he is. Post spawn. Some of these fish are skinny as rails, and other ones are fat as can be. That's a better fish. I saw him come out. I didn't think he was going to bite it. Thought he was just going to follow it until he got close to the boat. Decent one. Oh, yes. Yes. A decent one. Had a couple of these bite me earlier today, but couldn't get them hooked. This one got hooked. ate it. Look at that, gone. I think they want to pop R. How the heck am I going to get this thing out of them? That was cool. I mean, he smashed it. Yeah. I just thought he was bigger. Choked. He smashed it. Fun bite.